Alright, one thing I'm a sucker for, sci-fi. This game is something out there. I don't mean that as a pun. This is actually the creators of Out There. If you're familiar with the title, go look it up. Goblin Studios and MyClose was the original studio of Out There, created a game. This is the follow-up, or this is the second title. This is a combination Civilization, XCOM. It's inspired by a lot of turn-based strategy games and sci-fi games. And I really think you're going to like this. So as a curator review, I think I'm going to just take this thing apart. And we're going to go through all the settings. First of all, it is the Unity engine. So a lot of the configuration is from the outside. But you can control music here, sound effects. And we're going to boost those up a little bit. Here's your credits. This is your team. I just want to give props to the creators. I mean, it's a pretty decent sized studio. One thing you like is the music is really good. The voice acting is fantastic. You can see this is not a big team. A lot of these QAs, these are just testers. The hand-painted screens, I'm always a sucker for sure. I like the anime and kind of I don't. You just have to see it to understand. So we create a new account. And you get kind of a cutscene there, sort of like the end of the world. Let's be United States. John Doe sounds fine to me. Let's see. My spouse, woman. Oh, she can't be from the same. Alright, that's interesting. How about Russia? Okay, so we have... And then it goes into a story. Now I've done this, I've walked through this part a couple times. So I'm gonna skip this because it's really just an intro to the game, and then I'll go in and show you the actual gameplay. So the game does have a walking tutorial. When I say walking, it means play as you go. Basically what you're doing here, it's like XCOM where you recruit your soldiers. Each of these has their own stats. You can see all the mind strength. So as it says, pick 4 agents. It's not going to let me until I go through all that. Okay, now. As you can see, I can get details on each one as I go through. So we have the Seducer, High Profile, Master of Disguise. That sounds pretty freaking cool to me. I'll recruit you. And then you get these series of questions. And you can keep digging through this. A lot of dialogue. We are going to get 8880 because I already have a little tip on this guy. Then we're going to move. Once I'm going to recruit a team, and then we're going to go in and show you more gameplay. Oh, I forgot to add one thing. If you fail to ask the right question, you won't be able to recruit the player or the agent. So if you watch closely, I skipped that part. Give me a good reason why I should work for you. Now, you got to choose wisely here. Look at this. Basically, this kind of gives you a clue of what you want to ask. Guys, technology. We're gonna talk about drones, right? Alright, so we got that guy. So just to let you know, now you'll see his name at the top. So we successfully recruited him based on what we think would have interested him in why do you want me on your team? So another unique way of instead of just saying, yeah, I want that person, that person, that person, you have to use your brain a little bit. You know, that rock, yeah, like mine on top of my head that I fail to use a lot. Yeah, that one. So through a series of deductions and failures, we have our team, and special attention to that little icon right there. Here they are. Okay, just a quick view of the overview of the map. As in Civilization and XCOM, you always know you have that overhead. Quick overview, this is your influence. Right now we're at 50%. This is what they call the Doomsday Clock. This is research points that you'll use to research technology. I can't remember what these, we'll drill into these as we go ahead. But the first thing we're going to do, as I said, it is a tutorial as you start out. And I did start a new game for this. We're going to move an operative over to another nation. And we can, we have a selection here of fast travel or infiltrate. So it is turn-based. So everybody's reached their destination. You can see that it took a day. It clicked off at the bottom and everything moved across. These are the features that you have the ability to do. They can hack, depending on the character. Hack, procure weapon, locate scientists, or reconnaissance. We're gonna have him locate scientists because it's telling us to. So it's going to take him 2 days to perform that action. So again, we can go through his profile in here. We can see arrest warrants, all the relationships, a lot of detail in this game. Available targets. We're going to single her out. And we're going to do that with the rest. We're going to give them, as you can see, you get a quick icon here. You can do the similar thing right from here. You can use their intellect. And, not yet. And we're going to do the same with him. We're not ready to be hostile yet. Alright, so that pretty much ends our turn. So we'll do that. I'm going to play this out a little bit and pick it right back up. So a couple more things across the top now that we can see that. This actually brings you to this map. This actually is your technology tree, and you can walk through each. It tells you what it does, how many points you have to spend, which we have currently 0. but it shows what we have unlocked right now. This tab gives you all of your what I'd call team. We've got our, this is the all. We can narrow that down by category: spouse, agents. These are our active agents. Our scientists, which we have two. You start with two. Our diplomats. We can try to contact them from here. Preferably ones who are ahead of the race, so we're going to try to contact him, request a meeting, and you can see it puts it down on the calendar. And then the note, let's go back, I missed a tab. Private groups, once we get them, influential groups, and armed groups. So those are your different categories. Notifications, just the end of turn. You can see what was done. He's reported back, so he's finished. So that means now I can actually use him for another action. And the rest of them are still busy. And this is an overview of what's going on with with all of our active projects or our objectives. So it's kind of interesting. Every once in a while, your spouse will pop up, and based on how well you know your spouse, will tell you which or lead you to which question or response to add to her comments. So she's congratulating me on my new position. We're always going to go with the spouse. Your wife is always correct. We don't want to say annoyed. I don't think she's annoyed. So we did gain some points here. I knew that was the right response. No, not because I played, because I know what my wife. Alright, finally, one of my agents have located a scientist. That's actually, we've got two now, so we got another one. This tells you each of the ones. I'm just kind of walking through it real quick. Using their abilities, how do we gain information or intelligence on this agent or this person of interest? All right, so let's identify them first. So everybody's freed up. We've got that meeting coming up. Now, this is pretty much how this map works. So basically, it's reconnaissance, sending your agents to each of these areas. They perform different functions, research points. But I want to show you some of the other views. So we're going to get through some of the... I thought by starting over, it would give me more of a better curator review. But I think it's going to be better just to show you the different views and the real meat of the game that makes it really fun, and why I like this title. So as you can see, based on our responses through actions from our agents right here, we're able to, we've identified these scientists. We're still gathering information on each one of them. We've made contact with all the diplomats, and we can schedule meetings. So one thing you want to do is fill out your calendar and start meeting with. We haven't had our first meeting. We'll actually walk through that one. We'll record it. And none of these others are populated yet. So everybody's busy. Let's end the turn. And this is our overview. You can see this is all the actions that I've taken. The consequences. You can see the alert level in the UK is definitely going up. That was a completed mission where he identified 2 targets. So here we go. Let's meet with China. Oh, I hate questions. Here's our percentages. Alright, so as you can see, it does talk you through it. So each one helps you keep peace or war. And you can see the meter slide as we ask the questions. Okay, how's your research going? Nope, too leading. That seems probing. Track record speaks for itself. You're an asset to my agency. Oh, yeah. Well, he liked that one, didn't he? Float that ego. What do we want to do? They're not going to give up their research. We can pretty much be assured of that. Let's just improve our relationship. Always got to be something in exchange. What do you think? Future considerations? We can access research. We have a little bit. China loves information. Let's give them that. There we go. Look at that. How about in health? All right. So we've increased our reputation with them. We got an achievement. All right, somebody's got a military. So other things are happening as all this is going on. We can send our drone. Let's do that. Let's go find out what's happening. And everybody else is waiting on orders. We can send an agent down there. I don't think that's probably going to be necessary. Let's look for some more targets. I think we need to get out of the United Kingdom. We're gonna end up at war with them. Yeah, we need to get him out. He is causing trouble. See, the doomsday clock has went down. All right, let's go move him out. Let's just move him over here. Get you out of the way before you destroy everything in the country. Okay. Okay, so we actually acquired a double agent. We're going to try to exfiltrate him. This is a second screen, and you can see there's a threat level here. This is basically how it starts. So aim of exfiltration is to get him to the exfiltration point. Makes sense, right? So it's basically going to walk through everything I just said. There's the weapon that the agent has. And if you have any drones. And that would be a drone hovering over the area, which we don't have. Failure on my part. So let's start. So here's where the XCOM. the XCOM feel comes in. So literally, to get to these points, you're presented with a series of actions. Of these we don't have active because we're not in position for it. She is a hacker, so we can try to hack, or we can try to avoid the shopping mall. Let's try to avoid. He does have good intellect. Choppers. We're in trouble. Alright, that worked. Let's see. Let's do. They're all risky. We'll try to flee. We're almost there. Come on. They know we're here now. Oh, that didn't work. They do have a health meter. We're already ow. Run. Ground forces. Alright, so we got out. They made it pretty easy for us. You can see diplomatic loss. Theirs. Diplomatic gain. Ours. We've got a new agent. Not quite an XCOM type combat, but that's really not the feeling that I'd want to get. Or it's not what they were the developers were looking for. So this is more based on intelligence gathering through various meetings, finding weaknesses within delegates. As you can see, you just keep talking to them, find weaknesses with your agents so you can use against them. Keep the doomsday calendar clock somewhere right about there. Because when it's full, when it reaches full, it's a full-blown nuclear war. And just keep your relationships. We keep building up. We're at 75%. More research is going to give you more technology by getting, as you can see, she has our agent there. He will now work for us and our team will grow. So, overall, this is a really cool game. I like it. I think you could spend a lot of time in here. It does have elements of civilization without all the growing of food. You're growing technology and building your infrastructure. You're also doing creepy things with your other countries, trying to manipulate them with treaties. It has really all of it, and it is still early access. So I can see it as they fill in more of these, and there's a roadmap. There's also a Discord. I'll post all that information up there, but this is basically the game in a nutshell. If you like this type of game where you're presented with scenarios, situations, what am I looking for? Selections, choices. There you go. Thank you, man. Choices. This is really a cool game. And I'm gonna go back in the video and count how many times I said cool. So hopefully this was useful for you. For Razor's Edge, we give it a thumbs up. I love the concept. It adds a lot of new features to the genre. I love this developing team. Their previous title was excellent. And I think that this is just another great addition for their second game. So hopefully you'll jump in on the early access. I think the game came out on the 19th. And they keep patching, so we're definitely going to follow it, having fun with it. And hopefully you will too. If you found the video helpful, please feel free to leave a comment on the Steam forums or under the video section. And don't forget that if you do like the game, you're looking for a cheaper price, just click the follow and the ad or the wish list, because that helps the developer know who's interested in their game and who's not. It does have really good reviews. I mean, if you don't take my word, watch some of the videos from the other video providers. There's some really good videos and gameplay step by step. There's some how-tos and tutorials. There's, like I said, a Discord channel for questions. That's been helpful, just asking other players for tactics. Really a good community, and that's really what it takes. Community, players, good testers for balancing. But I think this game is going to make a great title. So that's it. That's all I got. And I like it. So I'm going to spend a few more hours playing for myself and have some fun. Hopefully you do too. Thanks for watching and take care.